So how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Fallout 4 video here on my channel today, and I'm going to be showing you guys how you can increase your critical hit damage with ballistic weapons by 50%. Of course, ballistic weapons are being away from energy weapons, so just weapons that shoot out normal bullets, things like the combat rifles, the combat shotguns, your normal pistols and stuff like that. And in general, it's a great way to increase that base critical hit damage for those type of weapons. And how this is done is through the guns and bullets magazine locations. There's 10 of these in total. Each one gives you plus 5% critical hit damage for ballistic weapons, which of course when stacked equals to plus 50%. So for the first location, this one's going to be at the South Boston military checkpoint. All you have to do is go to this location on your map. Now my map is a little bit different because I am on the PC version and I do have a bit of a different map installed for easier navigation, but I will show a few surrounding areas to each location so you guys get a general idea of where each of these locations will actually be. But anyway, once you are over at the South Boston military checkpoint, go ahead and head inside of the bunker, and towards the right side of the bunker itself, on top of the table, is where you will find the first Guns and Bullets magazine. The next one can be located over in the Rook family house. You guys may remember this location for holding the unique weapon known as the Reaper 2, but it's also going to be located right here on your map. Once you're here, if it is your first time going to this location, a side quest will pretty much pop up asking you to take out the Mylarks outside, and when you do that, you will then be allowed inside of the Rook family house through the side gate. From there, you will need to make your way down into the Rook family house basement, and in the basement at the far side, you will find another Guns and Bullets magazine laying on top of a table. The next one is fairly easy to obtain, just like the other two. This one is actually over at the castle, and you can just simply go to the location, once again located right here on your map, and directly in the middle of the castle is exactly where you will find the third Guns and Bullets magazine. The fourth one can be located over at the BAD TFL regional house. You can find it's located right here on your map once again. And when you enter the building, you just want to make your way through the building, primarily sticking to the left side. You'll eventually come across a small set of stairs that you can actually walk down, and to the room on the left, you'll notice that it does have a novice lockpick that you will need to go ahead and pick. Once you've done that, on the table in the room, you will find the fourth Guns and Bullets magazine. For the next one, you'll need to make your way to the Quincy Ruins. Be prepared here, guys, because the Quincy Ruins is a place that you really don't want to mess with. There is a bunch of raiders there that are quite powerful and will take you out very, very quickly. But once you're over at the Quincy Ruins, you simply want to make your way onto the roof of most of the buildings. You can do this in many different ways. The way that I ended up doing it was through the side there. As you guys can see, there is a way up onto the roofs, and when you're eventually on top of one of the roofs, there should be kind of like a small little bridge that leads you on to the main bridge. Once on the main bridge, you will need to make your way to the very top portion of the main bridge. There's basically two layers, the bottom floor, I guess, and the top floor of it. And once you're on the very top part of the main bridge, you'll find here now exactly where I go. On the table next to the terminal is going to be your fifth Guns and Bullets location. Next up, you want to head over to the Fraternal Post 115. This will be located right here on your map. And once you're in the building, you want to head up the stairs and through the doorway. And once you've made your way through the doorway, if you look directly below you, you should find a raider there that you'll need to take out pretty quickly. And if you jump off the edge, then you'll notice that next to where the raider was standing on top of the wooden stand is exactly where you will find your next Guns and Bullets magazine. And if you head over to Fort Hagen, I'm going to be taking the roof entrance because it is a lot quicker to go through the roof, but you can go through the normal way if you like. But taking the roof entrance of Fort Hagen, if you go ahead and take a right on the table, there is another Guns and Bullets magazine waiting for you guys. The next one will be located in the Gunners Plaza. Once again, this is quite a brutal area, so I definitely suggest going here with enough ammo to take out all the people inside and outside. But when you're over at the Gunners Plaza, make your way inside of the building. When inside of there, you will want to make your way all the way around, kind of following the same route that I'm doing here, heading up the stairs, and you'll eventually, once progressing through the building and going up to the top floor, you'll eventually come across this area where you'll find like a globe in the center. Now, when you're here, you want to take one of the side rooms, take a right, and it's in the the right side room there. And if you take a left in that room, you'll notice that in the center of the room on a coffee table, in between all of these sofas there, you will find another Guns and Bullets magazine. And for the last two, these ones are kind of mission based, which is why I left them to the last kind of portion of the video. But the first one is going to be located over in the Cambridge police station. Now you do have to progress a tiny bit into the Brotherhood of Steel quest line. You don't have to side with the Brotherhood, I don't believe, but you do have to complete just a few of their quests to be able to obtain this one. And it's going to be located once again inside of the Cambridge police station. If you take a left in the room, you'll find a safe there that you can essentially enter in. And once you're inside of the safe, there should be a Guns and Bullets magazine directly inside of there. And if it's not there just yet, that does mean that you haven't progressed far enough through there. Just keep completing some of the Brotherhood of Steel quests until eventually you do find it inside of this safe. And for the final one, this can be located over at Ticonderoga. I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong, guys. I do with a lot of things in Fallout, but to actually get this, or to actually unlock this as a place to go to properly and navigate the building, you'll have to complete the railroad quest known as Boston After Dark. I am not entirely sure if there's another way to get inside of here apart from doing that, but essentially once you have done that, you can then make your way through the building and just keep making your way through the building until you get to one of the top floors, and you'll essentially see you're in the same area as I'm in right now. To the stairs that you can either go left or right, and you want to take a left, go all the way up those stairs, keep going down the hallway, and in the very last building on the right on the table is exactly where you will find your last Guns and Bullets magazine. And that, my friends, is where you find all of them. Once you get all of those, they will all stack to plus 50% critical hit damage, which is generally just really helpful to do because it isn't really too hard to obtain the majority of these Guns and Bullets magazines. Now, bear in mind, once again, this is for ballistic weapons only. There is magazines very similar to the Guns and Bullets magazines that do increase the critical hit damage of energy weapons. And if you want to see a video based around that, let me know by leaving a like down below, guys. Your support, of course, is always greatly appreciated on the channel. But anyway, as always, hope you did enjoy or did find this helpful today. Subscribe if you guys are new around, and I'll catch you guys next time with a brand new video. Peace out.